अस्सलाम वालेकुम and welcome back to Inside Edge. तो आज की वीडियो में हम आईपीएल का फर्स्ट वीक का रिव्यू देंगे. We'll discuss all the matches in small details and go over stats and the storylines that have built up in the first week of the IPL. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. IPL 2025 का पहला मैच was played between the Kolkata Knight Riders and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. इस मैच के शुरू होने से पहले यही एक स्टोरी लाइन बिल्डअप हो रही थी कि आरसीबी ने ऑक्शन में बहुत गलतियां की हैं, फैन फेवरेट्स को रिलीज कर दिया, सही खिलाड़ी खरीदे नहीं, और केकेआर वाली साइड से यही मेन स्टोरी लाइन कमिंग इनटू द सीजन यही थी कि हाउ विल देयर टाइटल डिफेंस गो. Obviously Shreyas left, Phil Salt left to RCB, Mitchell Starc left. So there were a lot of questions coming into the season for KKR as well. Or for the first 10 overs, it felt like a repeat of last season. और जो सारे criticism RCB पे हो रहा था, it was being proven right. So KKR was playing well. Sunil Narayan and Ajinkya Rahane had KKR going at a brisk pace. दोनों बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे थे. Both of I think Rahane got to his 50 and Narayan got close to 50. But as soon as both of them got out in consecutive overs, RCB just took control of the game. Their bowling in the middle overs, especially Krunal Pandya, completely changed the game. And when it came to RCB's turn to bat, Phil Salt just took the game completely away from his former side, and RCB won the first match of IPL 2025 by 7 wickets with 4 overs still to go. अब अगर हम IPL 2025 के दूसरे दिन पे हैं तो the second day of IPL was a double header, यानी एक दिन में दो मैच. तो पहले दिन वाले मैच को अगर हम डिस्कस करें तो इट वाज प्लेड बिटवीन द सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद एंड राजस्थान रॉयल्स. Obviously, the main storyline building up for Sunrisers this year was कि पिछले साल के performances के बाद how will they play this year? Can they replicate the same performances after the other teams have had more than a year to try to prepare for their style of play? और राजस्थान रॉयल्स की मेन स्टोरी लाइन यही थी कि संजू सैमसन इज गोना मिस द फर्स्ट 2 games. Like he's not gonna captain, he's still gonna bat, like he's not gonna captain. And उनके भी यानी काफी मेन लॉसेस हुई. ट्रेंट बोल्ट लेफ्ट, युजवेंद्र चहल लेफ्ट, जॉस बटलर लेफ्ट, and they didn't replace them in my personal opinion and in most people's opinion very well. So how will they perform? And to say that Sunrisers picked up from where they left off last year, at least in the regular season, would be putting it lightly. ट्रेविस शेक ने सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद को अच्छा स्टार्ट दे दिया. अभिषेक शर्मा गॉट आउट अ बिट अर्ली, लेकिन ट्रेविस हैड continued his assault on the Rajasthan Royals bowlers, and उसके साथ ईशान किशन आ गया, who they had bought in the auction this year. And Ishan Kishan showed why he is considered one of the most explosive batsmen in the Indian domestic circuit, scoring a century on SRH debut, also becoming the first Indian batter to score a IPL century for Sunrisers Hyderabad, as Sunrisers Hyderabad put up a mammoth total of 286, which is the second highest total in IPL history, only a run behind the Sunrisers Hyderabad last year, who scored 287. Jofra Archer, who was one of the headline pieces of Rajasthan Royals auction, he had a terrible start to life. He bowled 4 overs and gave up 76 runs, which is also now the most expensive spell in IPL history. Rajasthan Royals lost some early wickets in the chase, लेकिन the batting of Sanju Samson, Dhruv Jurel, and at the end Shubham Dubey did enough that it didn't do too much damage to the net run rate. They made 242 runs. They still lost the game, but they did rescue their dignity a little bit. Now on to the third game and the second game of the doubleheader, and one of the most anticipated games every year, the biggest rivalry of IPL, you could even say El Clasico, between the Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. Now, the main storyline for Mumbai Indians coming into this year was how would Hardik do in the second year of his captaincy. जैसे कि पिछले साल हमने देखा because of things out of Hardik's own control and just a lot of media washing and a lot of just disrespect to Hardik. MI did not perform very well, neither did Hardik, and there was a lot of hate on Hardik Pandya because he replaced one of the most beloved captains, one of the most successful captains in the history of IPL. So there was a lot of pressure on Hardik last year, which is one of the reasons Hardik didn't perform quite well last year. So because of that, it was essential for him to play well this year. So the main storyline for MI this year would be the performance of Hardik and his side. Now, coming on to the other side of the rivalry, CSK की main storyline coming into this year is simply the return of Ravichandra Ashwin. Ravichandra Ashwin, one of Indian cricket's greatest servants, a legend of Tamil Nadu, someone who started his career with the Chennai Super Kings, returning after 8, 9 odd years to the place where it all started. And the other big question mark coming into this year is how will this Chennai Super Kings bounce back from the disappointing end to last year's campaign? Having said that, अगर हम मैच में आए तो मुंबई इंडियंस बैटेड फर्स्ट एंड from the very first ball CSK took control. Khalil Ahmed took early wickets. No one really got going. Everyone who got a bit of a start only made about 30 odd runs. And if it wasn't for some Deepak Char fireworks at the end, Mumbai would have been bundled out for 130. CSK had a bit of a tough start to their innings as well, but Ruturaj Gaikwad played a captain's log alongside a very well paced anchor innings by Ravindra, which meant that CSK was in a comfortable enough spot that even though their middle order pretty much collapsed on itself, Sachin Ravindra took CSK home comfortably, and CSK won the 2025 version of the El Clasico. Coming to the next day, हमारा अगला मैच would be played between the Lucknow Super Giants and the Delhi Capitals. इन दोनों की story lines are pretty much connected to each other. As most of you know, KL Rahul was the captain of the Lucknow Super Giants for the first 3 years of their existence. But due to some disagreements with the owner Sanjay Goenka and criticisms on his strike rate and his leadership, he was released into the draft and bought by the Delhi Capitals. And the Delhi Capitals captain for the past 3 to 4 years has been Rishabh Pant. And because of his leadership, some questions on his leadership and his value to the team for the price tag that would be put on him, he also got released into the draft and was bought by the now Super Giants at a record price of 27 crores. तो जिस तरह आप देख सकते हैं इन दोनों टीम्स की कहानियां एक दूसरे के साथ बहुत इंटरकनेक्टेड है. So the lead up to this match, the build up to this match was massive. कि who would win this mental war. लेकिन थोड़ा सा जो बिल्डअप हुआ था और ये हाइप बिल्ड हुई थी वो थोड़ी सी डिफ्लेट हो गई कि बिकॉज ऑफ द बर्थ ऑफ हिज चाइल्ड केएल राहुल वुड मिस द फर्स्ट मैच ऑफ द सीजन. तो first of all, congratulations to KL Rahul. But now coming back to the match, Lucknow Super Giants got off to a blinding start. Mitchell Marsh, who was also a former Delhi capital, absolutely destroyed his former team and his current teammate Mitchell Starc. He took him to the cleaners. जो बॉलर आ रहा था सारा वो मार रहा था and he was well supported at the other end by Nicholas Pooran and whoever came along with him they just supported him quite well but Delhi pulled it back quite well at the death to only concede 209 runs. लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स की इनिंग्स के कंपैरिजन में दिल्ली की इनिंग्स could not have gotten off to a worse start. They had lost 3 wickets within the first 2 overs for only 7 runs, and by the 7th over they were 5 down for about 65 runs. लेकिन वहां से आशुतोष शर्मा decided that enough was enough and I am him. Ashutosh Sharma and Virat Nigam, he deserves his credit as well, completely took the game away from Lucknow. Vipraj got out a bit early, but Ashutosh batted brilliantly with the tail enders, which included a brilliant sequence in the final over when Shehbaz Ahmed was bowling. Pehli ball usne कराई. Mohit Sharma, who was on strike, completely misread it. Came down the track, tried to like gently play it towards long off, but he completely missed it. It hits his pad, and because of the ball hitting his pad, Rishabh Pant can't take the ball cleanly, and he misses the stumping. And when they take the review on in something which looked quite close to me, and I might even say for a split second, I thought Mohit Sharma was gone for LBW. It misses by a hair. Mohit Sharma survives. Next ball, he takes a single, and the very next ball, Ashutosh Sharma bangs the ball down the ground for a six to win the Delhi Capitals the first match of the season and for what has been up until now the game of the season. And for those of you wondering, Rishabh Pant missed a stumping, made his former team win, and made a grand total of 0 runs of his first 6 balls. And after the match, he fought with Sanjay Golka. So a brilliant start to his tenure as the captain of the Lucknow Super Giants. Now coming on to the next match, जो मेरी फेवरेट टीम द पंजाब किंग्स का था अगेंस्ट द गुजरात टाइटंस. सो अगर हम दोनों टीम की स्टोरी लाइन्स पे हैं तो पंजाब की पहले डिस्कस करें तो द मेन स्टोरी लाइन लीडिंग अप इनटू दिस सीजन इज द रीवैम्प ऑफ द पंजाब किंग्स. पिछले 17 सालों से टू बी ऑनेस्ट पंजाब हैज बीन एब्सोल्युटली पैथेटिक, इनकंसिस्टेंट. लाइक कभी हम ऐसी सिचुएशन से मैच जीत जाते हैं कि बंदा सोच भी नहीं सकता कि इधर से हम जीत सकते हैं, और कभी कभार हमारे से 6 गेंदों पे 4 रन नहीं बनते. तो ये इनकंसिस्टेंसी हमारी पहले दिन से रही है. लेकिन दिस सीजन रिकी पॉन्टिंग इज एट द हेल्म एंड अंडर हिम इज अ कंप्लीटली ब्रांड न्यू टीम. पिछले साल से हमने टोटल कोई 3-4 बंदे रिटेन किए. So Shreyas Iyer is the new captain, the defending IPL winning captain, जो KKR का था, but now he was released by KKR and we bought him at then a record fee of 26.75 crores. Ricky Ponting also brought in a lot of Australians, that Aussie mentality. So the main story line building up to this season for the Punjab Kings is how will they perform under the new leadership. अगर हम गुजरात टाइटंस की साइड पे आए तो they don't have a massive storyline building into the season. I guess the biggest storyline for them is can Gill return to 2023 wala form, because his last season wasn't that great, or because of that he has fallen out of favor for the Indian T20I side, and especially with the performances of Ishan Kishan, who's also knocking on India's national team's door at the moment. Shubman Gill has a lot of pressure on his shoulders now. Having said that, अगर हम अब मैच ले रहे हैं तो पंजाब had a bad first, and Prabhsimran Singh does what Prabhsimran Singh does गंदी शॉटें खेली, अग्रेसिव खेला, यानी विद दैट इंटेंट जो यू वांट विद योर ओपनिंग बैट्समैन. लेकिन he got out early. Priyan Sharia, who was on debut, looked comfortable. He was playing well until he was deceived by a Rashid Khan delivery. And you can't blame him, it's Rashid Khan. लेकिन a middle order collapse made us feel like कि old Punjab is back. क्योंकि हमारे पहले 10 ओवरों में कोई 106 107 रन थे, and all of a sudden we had collapsed to like 135 for 5. But from that point onwards, Shreyas Iyer and Shashank Singh completely took the game away from the Gujarat Titans. Shreyas Iyer इस तरह खेल रहा था जैसे कि श्रेयस अय्यर बैटिंग नहीं कर रहा, रोहित शर्मा बैटिंग कर रहा है. बैक ऑफ द लेंथ बॉल पे पुल मार मार के उसने दिखा दिया है कि अब ये जो शॉर्ट बॉल वाली ट्रिक है ना, ये मेरे खिलाफ काम नहीं करती. एंड ही वाज इन माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन वेरी अनलकी टू मिस आउट ऑन अ सेंचुरी. लेकिन इट वाज अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिसगाइज, क्योंकि अगर शशांक सिंह उसको वो सिंगल दे देता सेकंड लास्ट बॉल पे या व्हाटएवर पे, तो Punjab might have lost the game, क्योंकि Punjab won this game by a very slim margin. So Shashank Singh's cameo at the end was very crucial and very valuable to the team. And Shreyas Iyer even said in the post-game interview कि मैंने तो उसे ये कहा था कि तुम अपनी बैटिंग करो, I don't want the century. तो खैर गुजरात की बैटिंग शुरू हुई तो शुभमन गिल just started going hard from the word go. पहली बॉल से ही स्टार्टेड अटैकिंग, चौके छक्के बाउंड्रियां. लेकिन क्योंकि दूसरी साइड से साई सुदर्शन वाजंट गोइंग एज ब्रिस्क एज शुभमन वाज, तो शुभमन पे थोड़ा सा आई गेस प्रेशर बिल्ड हुआ, तो उस प्रेशर को रिलीज करने के चक्कर में वो अपनी विकेट लेके चला गया. वहां से फिर साई सुदर्शन और जॉस बटलर इकट्ठे हुए तो दे जस्ट स्टार्टेड टेकिंग द गेम अवे फ्रॉम पंजाब. दोनों अच्छा खेल रहे थे और इट वाज लुकिंग लाइक कि अगर Punjab does not break this partnership, Gujarat is cruising to a comfortable win. Lekin timely wickets by the Punjab bowlers and some brilliant bowling by Vijay Kumar Vishnuk at the death meant that Punjab Kings narrowly eked out the Gujarat Titans by 10 runs and have won their first game. And title season, baby! Tum 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 da da da. अगले मैच पे आए. इट्स अ मैच बिटवीन द राजस्थान रॉयल्स एंड द कलकत्ता नाइट राइडर्स, एंड इट वाज अ मैच कंप्लीटली डोमिनेटेड बाय कलकत्ता नाइट राइडर्स फ्रॉम द वेरी स्टार्ट. जो उनका पहले मैच में वो एक विनर माइंडसेट था ना, चैंपियन डिफरेंस जो था ना, वो फील नहीं हो रहा था. बट इन दिस मैच दे शोड व्हाई दे आर स्टिल अ टीम टू बी फियर्ड. Rajasthan batted first and they just never looked comfortable. No one was playing well. 20-25 run हो रहे थे. No one got a big innings. Riyan Parag in his second game as captain struggled mightily once again, and they were only able to put up 150 odd runs on the board, which Quinton de Kock single-handedly chased, making 97 funnily enough once again. And because of this 97, Shreyas Iyer's 97, and Tim Seifert also scoring 97 against Pakistan in a matter of like 10 to 12 hours, maybe a day, there were 3 instances of batsmen scoring 97 runs and not getting a century. So that was a funny little coincidence. This also marked the first time in about 4,000 days, I think, I remember reading that Sunil Narine did not play a match for Kolkata Knight Riders in the IPL. So that was just an insane stat and also shows how valuable Sunil Narine is to the KKR franchise. The next match was the Lucknow Super Giants taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad in Hyderabad. मैच शुरू होने से पहले सारा कंसेंसस यही था कि अगर आप टॉस जीतते हैं सनराइजर्स के खिलाफ तो उनको बैटिंग नहीं करने देनी पहले. लेकिन ऋषभ पंत wins the toss and confidently says we will have a ball first, and his confidence is almost immediately paid off by his main leading bowler Lord Thakur takes Abhishek Sharma first, and the very next ball sends the Centurion back to the pavilion. Ke chal ja, Lord Thakur is back. Funnily enough, इसने इसको किसी ने ऑक्शन में खरीदा भी नहीं था। ही इज ओनली प्लेइंग क्योंकि लखनऊ का सारा बॉलिंग अटैक बिल्कुल टूटा फूटा हुआ है। ना मयंक यादव है, ना मोहसिन खान है। He came in as a replacement. He was supposed to be playing county cricket for Essex. And because of their need for paces, the Lucknow Super Giants called him, or he has more than repaid their faith. He took 4 wickets, 4 crucial wickets, which meant that Sunrisers Hyderabad just never got going. Travis had made 47 runs. Aniket Verma played very well, made 36 runs off 13 balls. ये सीधा 10-10, 15-15 runs करके 193 तक पहुंचे. But and with the fickle nature of Sunrisers bowling, you never knew whether this would be defended. Mitchell Marsh got the Lucknow Super Giants off to a good start once again before being dismissed by Pat Cummins. But the true star of the show was once again Nicholas Pooran, जिसने पहले मैच में 30 गेंदों पे 75 runs किए, and he decided that that wasn't good enough, and he won up his performance by making 70 of just 26 balls to absolutely take the game away from the Sunrisers Hyderabad and chase the target of 194 runs in just 16.1 overs, giving the Lucknow Super Giants their first win of the season. इससे अगला मैच was probably the most anticipated match of the year, because it was the rematch of last year's most watched match between the Chennai Super Kings and the Royal Challengers Bengaluru, and it was being played at Chepauk. And in Chepauk no less, जहाँ पे RCB कोई 2009 से नहीं जीती थी। RCB had a bad first, and Phil Salt and Virat Kohli got off to a decent start, but Virat's innings just never got going. He was struggling. Devdutt Padikkal also did not have the best outing, but the game-changing innings was of Rajat Patidar and Tim David. Rajat Patidar, on what would turn out to be a very difficult pitch to bat on, made a brilliant 50 of just 30-ish balls, and Tim David took the game away from the Chennai Super Kings at the death by hitting 3 sixes to Sam Curran. Or CSK की inning just never got going. Ravindra played well once again overall, लेकिन उसको दूसरे एंड से कोई सपोर्ट मिली नहीं. Josh Hazelwood struck twice in his first over. पहले उसने राहुल त्रिपाठी को आउट किया, and in the same over he got the CSK captain Ruturaj Gaikwad also. चंद ओवरों बाद दीपक हुड्डा भी आउट हो गया, और वहां से फिर it was just कर्टन्स फॉर CSK, क्योंकि इतनी अगर जल्दी आपकी विकेटें गिर जाएं और रन भी आपसे ना हो रहे हो, क्योंकि रचिन रविंद्र ही वाज प्लेइंग डिसेंटली वेल, लेकिन he wasn't getting runs comfortably. Sam Curran looked out of shape. Shivam Dubey couldn't hit. Dhoni came too late. Jadeja looks washed. Ashwin तो चलो वो तो फिर जब वो आया तब तो मैच खत्म हो चुका था, लेकिन once again क्वेश्चन मार्क्स आ रहे हैं धोनी के लिए कि धोनी ऐसे पॉइंट पे क्यों आता है कि अगर he is 42, he can't bat for that long, तो he should retire ना. He is being a liability to the team by batting so low and only coming in situations जहाँ पे मैच का outcome decide हुआ हो. So a lot of questions on his head, and RCB so far are answering a lot of the criticisms put on them with thumping performances, and they are looking like a team to watch out for. और पहले वीक ऑफ IPL का फाइनल मैच was played between the Gujarat Titans and the Mumbai Indians. Gujarat had a bad first, and it was a very well paced team effort. Everyone made runs. Shubman made 30 odd runs. Sai Sudarshan got to another 50. Joss made quick fire 40 runs, and then down the order there were a few runs here and there to take Gujarat Titans to 196. And Mumbai Indians just never got going. Their openers struggled once again. Their middle order didn't do well, which meant case at the end pressure was too much for Hardik and Surya Kumar Yadav to handle, and they just never got close. Run scoring was too slow, and because of that, the Mumbai Indians lost comfortably by 60 odd runs, and they have lost both of their first 2 games and are looking in not so great shape. At the end of the first week, the point table looks something like this, and the highest scorer so far is Nicholas Pooran with 140 odd runs, and the highest wicket taker is Noor Ahmed, who has been bowling brilliantly so far and is looking like a brilliant decision by the CSK management to only buy him for 10 crores, which is a bargain, by the way. So we are looking poised for a great IPL once again. Having said that, that is all for today. The first week of the IPL has been brilliant so far. काफी अच्छे मैचेस हो रहे हैं. टीम्स लोग competitive. थोड़ा सा यानी अंदाजा हो रहा है कि इस साल इस टीम से हमें क्या expect करना चाहिए. There are the high performers, the high flyers, and there are some teams which look sluggish out of the gate. Again, it's the first week, so no need to overreact. Even the teams who haven't looked great at the start of the season, they may find some resurgence at the end and make a playoff push. So I don't think we should count any team out just yet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. If you liked today's video, please feel free to leave a comment down below. चाहे positive comment हो या constructive criticism हो, everything is appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and if you want to follow me on my socials, all the links to my socials are in the description of the video. And yeah, that is it for today, and this has been your Inside Edge.